So I have started this thing where I am going in depth of the Node.js framework. And the first thing that I picked is NestJS because this is a very popular Node.js framework built on top of Express, which is the primary one, and the Fastify, which is the other one. So what I'm going to do is I am going to create a NestJS clone itself to better learn NestJS. What I mean by that is that uh, we will create an application that will work exactly or in a similar fashion how NestJS works today. So you'll have a module declarator, we will have a controller declarator, we will have injectables, we will have middleware, exception filter, pipe guards. We'll have a bootstrap function which the NestJS exports. So what I'm trying to say is that we'll have everything which exists in NestJS today, and we are going to do it in a way that we learn the internal working of NestJS, so that when we work on NestJS itself, we have a better understanding of how the components work, how they interact, and how we can utilize it in a manner that we will able to build a really highly efficient and scalable application. So you know this is that. Apart from that, everything that I'm going to code is going to be hosted in this particular repository. So and this is basically linked in the video description, so you can get it over here. What this repository is that we have defined a targeted feature that we want to build for this particular application. uh, so first is basically the factory itself, which creates the application, and then there are a ton of decorators that NestJS provide. Most of them are coming from the NestJS core library, and we are going to focus on the REST API part only because NestJS supports a lot of other, like GraphQL is there. You can get microservices. So we are not going to go in depth a lot, but what we are going to cover is the only REST API part of it. And once we are complete with this, maybe then we can decide whether or not we want to go with the other route. So this is the checklist that or targeted feature that we want to have, and the checklist that this is what we have completed so far. There's a UML diagram at the uh, end also, but this is kind of still the work is in progress. And this UML diagram is basically for the Nest factory only. So when we create a Nest application, there are a ton of things that happens in the background, and this is diagram is basically how the factory instantiate the application, how all the providers, all the controllers, everything is taken into account, how NestJS makes sure that there's a singleton instance of a single provider and it is reused across you know different modules. So this is what we are going to cover. This is going to be an in-depth I would not say a tutorial, but more like a learning curve. So